Should I fix up my house before selling it in 2026? This is a hot topic item that sellers are asking themselves about right now, and for good reason. Check out my timeline here, 1960, even older, all the way up to new here. And that's going to help us decide whether we want to fix the house up before you sell it in 2026 or just leave it as is. First thing we want to do is look at the housing market today. And first and foremost, interest rates, they jump out. Okay, interest rates have fluctuated quite a bit, and right now they're above 6%. They're around 6.25%, and on a conventional. But these interest rates are keeping a lot of home buyers on the sideline. Buyer funds, they're hurting right now. Okay, the cost of living is still rising in some areas, and the average first-time home buyer is age 40 or older right now. That is quite alarming. I was 26, 27 when I bought my first house. So I can't imagine how folks that are in their early 40s are feeling, and they're finally getting their first house. It's really just a snapshot of what it looks like for home buyers, because what happens with home buyers affects what happens with sellers. Okay, we have to know who we're dealing with and what their situation is so that we can help ourselves out as sellers and get the very best deal. So looking back at this timeline here, in general, the further to the left here or older the house is, the fewer major components you're going to want to fix on that house in general. Okay. On the other side of it, the newer the house is, if you have a major component, you're probably going to want to get that fixed, and you're going to definitely want to get the cosmetic items fixed on a newer home. And not every single home is going to be the same. There's going to be some to the rule here, but just in general. Now, on this left side here, older homes, if the major components have all been done, or many of them have been done, then it's okay to consider doing the cosmetic stuff, okay? Because a lot of people like these older, charming houses. And if you have most of the components done, the major components done, then it makes sense to get in here and tackle these cosmetic components. It's going to make it that much better of a charming house, a turnkey even, to move into. Now, if you have a newer home, maybe 2020, and HVAC is out, or the windows are broken, or there's an issue with the plumbing, again, you're probably going to want to go ahead and get that taken care of because you have an almost new house. Okay, maybe you're only 5 years old, 7 years old, somewhere around those lines, and the HVAC is out. And I know that's a big ticket item, but having that repaired and replaced is going to be cheaper than trying to sell it as is without it, because you're going to have a cost. If you were lucky enough to find an owner occupant to buy that house with the air conditioner not working, they're going to be cash, and they're going to want to charge you a hassle fee for it. Just back out the cost of the AC. You sell to an investor, investors are going to build in a profit margin anywhere from 15 to 30%, probably closer to 30% of the after repair value, minus the cost of the repair. So they're going to make a good profit. It's going to cost you a lot more money to sell it without the HVAC unit or the plumbing messed up than it is to have it fixed and then turn around and sell it. Okay, so cosmetics, again, on the older home, you want to go ahead and do those if you have major components done, or most of them. If there's none of the major components done, then you're just throwing away money in fixing the house up. Newer home, 2020, somewhere around those lines, if all the major components are fine, you definitely want to take care of cosmetics, because your target audience, your target buyer, is looking at new homes, and then there's like, you know what, I don't want to buy a brand new home because I want to be in a settled neighborhood that's already done. I don't want to have the builder in there. I'd rather have an existing home. So those are going to usually be a good bonus for them to tip the scales in your favor as a seller and get those offers in. If you're not quite sure, you're still in between here, you can definitely reach out to me, 210-260-6617 for a no-hassle consultation on your home. And you can also visit homevaluetexas.net, and you can reach me there. I am partnered with agents all over the country if you are not from San Antonio. And if you enjoy the content on this video, check out the content on the next video.